What is up, guys? It is Church from Rebel Games. Today I am back with another Fallout 76 video, and we're going to be talking about something that I spotted, and probably many of others have spotted in the trailer. I think it was at E3. Well, it was the new Fallout 76 trailer talking about Nuclear Winter. And to those of you who don't know what Nuclear Winter is, it's basically the new Battle Royale mode that Fallout 6 is implementing into their game in order to try to suck kids away from Fortnite and get them distracted on Fallout 76, which I'm not going to lie, it looks pretty cool, so you guys can expect some Nuclear Winter videos coming up in the future, in the near future actually. But we're not here to talk about Nuclear Winter or another side thing. They're also adding human NPCs into Fallout 76, which I thought was actually really a good idea. You know, finally listening to the fans, so that, you know, you're not, I mean, I like the fact that they're listening to their fans. This is something that's going to be really great for them, and I'm appreciating that they're doing this. The meat of the story here is what I spotted in the trailer, which is, it was only in the trailer for maybe 2 seconds, and not many people probably saw it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it up for you on the screen here so you guys can see for yourself what it actually was. So that was actually, for those of you who aren't really die-hard Fallout fans, you know, you only got Fallout 4 and 76, that armor is known as Hellfire armor, which is what I'm pretty sure it is. It's called Hellfire armor, which was made post-war by the Enclave. Now, Hellfire armor didn't really show up in any of the games like Fallout 1 and 2 or Tactics, but it did show up in Fallout 3, which is where I started my Fallout career. It showed up in around Fallout 3, and it really didn't make an appearance in Fallout 4 due to the fact that the Enclave were actually really absent in Fallout 4. There really wasn't anything in here, but the Enclave kind of are in 76. I mean, you can join the Enclave, and you can get the armor that I have on, which is the face mask and the Under Armor, and you can do the Enclave quest, which you can see at the top right I'm still technically working on, but they're not really here, you know. There's no NPCs in this game, so it really wouldn't matter if they're here, right? Well, the funny thing is, you're probably asking yourself, well, you know, why are you making a big deal about this? It's just armor, it's just a new form of power armor, it looks pretty cool, you know? Yeah, it looks cool, but like I said, it was made post-war by the Enclave, and only made an appearance around Fallout 3, which was around 2277. That's when it was made, around there. This is only 25 years after the bombs dropped, and I just find it a little weird that it was made by the Enclave, like, at least 100 years after the events of Fallout 76. So why is it being put in Fallout 76? Like, I'm not meaning to put criticism to this game. You know, like I said, I like how they're listening to their fans. I like how they're putting NPCs back. I like what they're doing with it. I know I'm very proud because I was almost about to give up on this game. You know, I really hadn't played it for so long. It's just now I don't know what's going on. Like, this might be a big problem if they're going to start going against canon, or maybe if they would, like, elaborate on how it's in there. I would take that. I just don't really understand why it would be in there and why we would have it. Like, I'm just so confused. Like, this is the same amount of confusion that I had when I went to one of those vaults in Fallout 4, and when everybody did, technically, and we discovered Jet in one of the vaults. Now, to non-die-hard Fallout fans, you might be like, what does that matter? Well, Jet was made all the way in the Mojave Wasteland after the war. So if it was made after the war, how could it be in a vault, is what I'm saying. Like, just these little tiny mistakes that they're doing are kind of going against canon. And if I'm wrong about the Hellfire armor, if it was made pre-war, somebody go ahead and tell me. I am 110% positive it was post-war, and it was definitely made long after Fallout 76's time. So, I mean, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me, but I highly doubt that I am, and I really think this is just an error that they made. And, I mean, I don't know what more to say. It just seems like things are getting different. Like, they're changing kind of the way their story is. And I don't know, I felt like I should poke it out because once I saw this little image, I looked all over YouTube for it. I looked all over Google for it. I barely found any any trace of it at all. In fact, nobody was asking this question that I'm asking. Nobody's asking, why is Hellfire spotted in Fallout 76 when it wasn't even invented around that time? I mean, it came in Fallout 3, and you only heard about it once in Fallout New Vegas, which was when you had the Lonesome Road DLC, which you hear Enclave Officer doing a report or talking about the Hellfire armor and how they need the research to be for Hellfire armor. Now, Fallout New Vegas happens around about 10 years after Fallout 3. So I'm guessing it was made around Fallout 3's time, and, you know, after Fallout 3's time, they kind of just improved upon it 10 years into the future. I don't know. All I know is that I'm 100% positive it was post-war, and also 100% positive it sure as hell wasn't made around Fallout 76, which, like I said, 25 years after the bombs dropped. I'm just really positive. It's the same question that you ask when you're like, how are super mutants, you know, made? How are super mutants in West Virginia? Because super mutants in Washington, D.C. were spawned out of Vault 108, I believe. I think it was 108, and they were, or one of the other vaults in DC, and that's the FEV was used to experiment on the people there. And then, you know, they added super mutants in Fallout 4 and said basically that the Institute created its own version of FEV or something like that, and created the super mutants that are in the Commonwealth. Now, how do super mutants get into West Virginia? Nobody really knows. It seems like, honestly, I hate to admit it because I'm really proud of the way things are going, but it just really seems like Bethesda is really not giving a shit about a lot of the things they're putting in here, and they're just going to put in whatever's cool. And I'm fine with that. I mean, you could throw whatever you want. It's your game. Just be sure to add the fact that this isn't canon then. I'm just really confused with the way Bethesda's going. But otherwise, guys, I thought I should just go ahead and throw it out there. It's something that I saw. It's something that needs to be talked about. I mean, this isn't something that we can just look past. If we look past this, they're going to start adding more shit in that it's really not canon, and I don't know. I love Fallout series, you know. For a while, I wasn't able to play the older ones. I started actually playing the older ones, and I've been playing Fallout 2, having a lot of fun with it. I just hate to see the series get ruined because people are getting a little reckless with what they're doing. I don't know. It's really hard to see. But anyways, guys, that's my piece on what's going on. Fallout Retaliation, it's in the works right now. Me and Garcia are going to start working on it pretty soon. I'm just having a couple problems, but I figured I'm just going to go find a way to get past them, and we're just going to call it good. So yeah, Fallout Retaliation still coming in the future. Me and Garcia will be working on it. Fallout Nuclear Winter trailer, or not Nuclear Winter trailer, Fallout Nuclear Winter footage will be out pretty soon. I just need to find the time to do it, and then I'll be releasing footage of Fallout Nuclear Winter, and I've heard really good reviews about it, so I don't think I'll be disappointed in it. But until then, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video.